They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
No, check, Patriot!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the blitz does come. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Campbell. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun. 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 Gun.
Allen now. Going to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Coleman now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
You always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
And he rifles one incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Jackson on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, Jackson. Brown with a stick skills. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Leopard.
On third down, Jackson. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
On first down, Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Detroit!
Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They will run again with Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elite. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And now out comes Minnesota. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
No, Jack, Patriot.
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Gone!
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Leopard!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman, and he'll work his way forward up to the 22. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Detroit! 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 Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Coleman has it here right side. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field.
Now, look at 56.
Here's Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return comes Drake. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Complete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.